Well, hello City Church ladies. We're here in Phet in northwestern Cambodia. We're here as guests of Cho, which is the Cambodia Hope Organisation. Just an amazing organisation. We've just been here for a couple of days, but we've seen the extraordinary work that they're doing. Just behind me here, you'll see the road, and that's the road that leads to Thailand. Just a few hundred meters up that way is the border with Thailand. And for lots of people who live in the slums just around and about here, it represents opportunity, an opportunity to earn money, an opportunity to sustain their families when life is really hard. But unfortunately, even though they think it represents opportunity, what it actually represents is misery. And for lots of people, hundreds of people a day cross over the border. For lots of those people, they'll be ending up in some kind of enforced labour or modern day slavery. It's really tragic. And so obviously for lots of the people who live in these places, they think, oh, it'd be amazing to go over there, but it really isn't like that at all. And the most vulnerable people are of course the children. Lots of times, really wealthy looking people, well-dressed people, they'll come along to the villages, they'll say, we'll take your children for you, we'll take them across the border, they'll be able to get a really great education, they'll be able to earn money, and then they'll be able to send the money back, and it'll really be a much better life for them. Of course, it's all vicious lies, really, and for lots of those children, they end up in slavery, for many of them, sex slavery. It's absolutely tragic. Cho are doing something about that. And last time you had City Women, half of the money that you spent on your ticket came here. And I'll tell you what, the money that came here went to the best possible place. We've only been here a couple of days, but we've seen some of the things that they're doing, and it's just remarkable. So for example, we went to a school, one of the 37 schools that Cho works in, just educating the children in being prevented from being trafficked, and so they teach them about what these people look like and how to spot whether they're in danger, really teaching them that all that glitters isn't gold, and that's a really significant thing. So because they work in rotation, roughly once a month they'll have a whole day on that subject because of the work of Cho. Also we went to a skills training centre where a bunch of young women were being taught how to sew. They had just loads and loads of sewing machines, and they were being taught how to sew in a really meticulous way with a lovely lady there. And you can see that as soon as they have a way of making money here, then they don't need to go across there to make money. It's also a cafe that serves really great coffee, by the way. And similarly, they're being trained to make money here so that they don't have to go elsewhere. We also went to a bunch of places, really rural areas, where they're being loaned money. So first of all, they're taught how to run a small business, then they're taught how to select which business to run, and then they're lent maybe $100 or $200 that they can pay back over the next year or two, which will help them to establish a business here so they don't need to go anywhere near that border. So we went to a place where they had a frog farm, which was hilarious. Loads of massive frogs. They're supposedly it's like a delicacy, and so if they can grow frogs here, then they don't need to go near the border. A fish farm also we saw chickens, and also we saw a lady who'd set up a little shop in her village, and she was making money like that. Also we went to a school called the Safe Haven School, which is a place of really high quality education, again run by Cho. And do you know, the most amazing thing is that their eventual plan is to plant so many churches in these places that Cho won't even need to exist. Already they've planted, it's hard to get the number exactly, but maybe 60 or 70 churches in this region, and those churches are going to become real hubs for those communities, just serving the poor and helping them in all kinds of different ways. And Chomno, one of the guys, or the main guy who runs this place, he just travels around equipping these churches, and then they bring all the pastors together and train them in such a quality way. All of this is a really long-winded way of saying your money came to the right place. Thank you so much for coming to City Women and for giving the money then that was able to come here. Obviously this time you're at City Women, the money's going somewhere else. I think it's to the Restore Ministry, but just be assured that your money is travelling all over the world and is making a huge difference for the kingdom of God and for the poor. Okay, so that's pretty much all I've got to say. So this is Chuck Freeland, City Church, Poi Phet, Cambodia, saying goodbye.